Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman. More and more people are getting into fusing glass these days. Dichroic glass, fusing glass, doesn't matter. More and more people. And the more people, the more disinformation. Might not have thought about that one. A lot of people are going this route. They're getting the 3x3 little squares, or 4x4, or small pieces, or even larger chunks. But what are you going to do with it? A lot of people think you need those pieces to do these, what I call a layered look. Even I'm guilty of this. In fact, that's the emphasis of this video. There's a lot of information that's gone by, jumping to conclusion that a lot of people know how to get from zero fusing to this step, perhaps, or some other lesson plan you've seen or heard of. What about all the stuff along the way? A person might say, what does that mean? Well, what kind of information can you get from these squares of glass or from these shards? What kind of information that you can build on for the next time you fuse, or adding any additional fusing plan to your repertoire? What kind of information are you going to build on? Let's give you an idea. This is red silver. Did you know? Or can you imagine? This is red silver that's been capped. That means a piece of clear has been put over the top. This is the same red silver with no cap. Well, that's a pretty huge disparity. I know. That's a pretty big deal. When you were wanting this and you got that. Oops, I forgot to put the clear piece of glass over the top, so I ended up with this, but it ruined your piece just the same. We need to gather information. We need to start over. Or maybe go look back at kindergarten and see what kind of ideas that we could have brought along with us when we were graduating. Yeah, I know. Even I'm guilty. I produced a lesson plan that's pretty comprehensive. I'm kind of backtracking these days. I'm going to start over. I'm going to start over in a foundational way. A way where you can learn along the way so that when you graduate, or you feel that you can take on any lesson plan and implement that lesson plan easily because you've got a backdrop of a lot of information. Let's break it down even further. The idea of thinking that anybody could buy a lesson plan and arrive at this kind of an output, let me see if I can get close to the camera, is theoretical. It's a concept. Hope you do it. Hope you can follow me. Hope. That's theory. If we go logical, and we talk in terms of, well, this is logic. We can reproduce this every single time. Red silver, capped, uncapped. That's logic. That's fact finding. That's fact building. Can you imagine doing that with all your glass? Well, it's kind of a sample set mentality. Thinking, what is this information going to gain me? Oh, a lot. Quite a bit. As we go into this even deeper, and as my lesson plan will reveal, I'm going to tell you what I think you need to do with at least a strip of this glass to benefit knowledge forever. To add it to a catalog, or add it to your inventory, or your mindset, it doesn't matter. You're going to gather facts and information that's going to help you in the theoretical world of what can I do next? What can I now invent? When you know some simple things about fusing, that will really help you create efficiency out of this pile of glass, this pile of glass, or this. By the way, all these cabs, these little tiles, I made in 38 minutes. 38 minutes with this kiln. It's very easy. Anybody can do it. especially when you teach logically. Facts, figures, time. There is no fusing schedule. Not one I use. And I've made tens of thousands of cabs. Now, some of them will take longer than 38 minutes. Not much longer. Maybe 10 more minutes. These were made in 42 minutes. This is a product of my simple fusing lesson plan. Standard, what I call it. But remember, I'm backtracking. There's some fun stuff that can be made along the way. Camera's not picking this up so well. But out of these combinations, I decided to throw dots on top of this really cool crinkle. And I came out with a really fabulous cab. I mean, it's really cool. The camera's not picking it up as well as I'd hoped to. It's really beautiful when you shift it. Very easy. Cost you about $1 for the Dichroic times 2 squares. $2. What? 25 cents is what I sell these backs for. Fusing squares. You get $2.50 into it. Make some interesting conversation. He says. I'm going to end it here. It's going to be, I think it'll be a very rewarding system. I'm calling it confidence building fusing systems. I'm going to begin at the very beginning. What do you do with the Dichroic? What do you do with your fusing glass? Both ways. I'm going to create mistakes so that you learn by them and benefit by them so that you don't reproduce them. And you want to know what a mistake looks like. The plus, oh yeah, we all want this. The minus, when we end up with that, we want to know what we did wrong. There's some real basic things about Dichroic that a person needs to know to build. Instead of coming up with, these are one firing, 25 cabochons, and if I ask the person, did they all come out? And the person says, most of them. How many didn't? Maybe a third. Do you know why? No. The wife did this or I did that. So could you replicate it again? Well, not sure. That's common in the fusing. Nothing to make fun of. In fact, the idea is, let's explore this thing from the very get-go, and let's try to eliminate the learning curve. Dichroic is expensive as it is. Why are we wasting it? There's some very simple things that if a person knew would really help out in the future. Again, no matter what lesson plan you're taking. I want to become fact-friendly, logical thinking. We can replicate this thing again. Breadcrumb mentality, if you will. I can get to this every single time. And this, and this, and this, and this, and this. All this. And many more combinations. So, think about it. Bye-bye.